Olá, estamos aqui para mais um quadro Estilos do perfil Mídia Reversa. E na nossa tela você já consegue ver a nossa convidada muito especial, direto de Chantraine School of Dance, Mrs. Kate Green. E agora eu vou ter que gastar um pouco meu inglês, então vocês vão acompanhar a partir de agora na legendinha que vai aparecer aqui embaixo. It's an honor having you here with us.
It's very kind of you to invite me.
Oh, because here in Brazil we have this Estilos is part of Instagram profile, Mídia Reversa, and every month we talk about one style of dance. And Chantraine Dance is a very special type of dance, and it will be great if Brazilian people can meet more about Chantraine Dance.
I hope so. Yes.
Yes.
Even so far away.
Even so far away. You know, we started here in São Paulo, then we went to Porto Alegre, to Salvador, many states, and now we are in UK, in London.
Yes.
That's good.
Good.
So my first question is, who is Kate Green?
I'm a mother and a grandmother, and I live in London, in East London, and for about 25, 30 years I was a lecturer in university. I lectured in law, but then I became a Chantraine dance teacher, and I've been doing that for more than 30 years now in England, with the help of my colleagues in France and my colleagues in England.
And now you are director of Chantraine School of Dance in UK, isn't it?
That's right. The pioneer of Chantraine Dance in the UK, Patricia Woodall, passed away, and I am now the director of the school in England. But I'm appointed by the French because the school comes from France, and they don't say director, they say responsible. I am responsible for the school in England, and that feels different from being the director.
It sounds a bigger responsibility, isn't it?
It does, actually, yes. But it's a very joyful responsibility to be able to transmit, to share Chantraine and the teaching approach and the approach to life with other people. It's a great privilege.
Yes. And when and how Chantraine came to your life? Can you remember the situation?
Yes, absolutely. I decided my children should go to a dance class. I never danced, but I thought it was important for them. And I took them to the nearest dance school, and it was Patricia Woodall teaching. And I was astonished by how she led these 4-year-olds into a harmony together, and how they loved to dance. And it took me by surprise because I had no experience of dance at all. And little by little I learnt more, and then eventually I went to a class. It took about 5 years for me to get to a class for myself, and I was bowled away. I just thought, I want to know more, I want to dance more, I want to understand. And that's an extraordinary thing when I've been an intellectual, an academic all my life. So that's how I met Chantraine, through my children.
And when you say, when I listen to you, I can think Chantraine is the dance of expression. But when you talk about the children and how they deal with the dance and their behavior, a good behavior, and so Chantraine goes beyond the limits of being only a dance or expression, but is discipline. What else?
It is a discipline. It's rigorous. It's very challenging, but it's a dance approach for the whole of life. We talk about the art of dance and the art of living, and it's those two things which, for Françoise Chantraine, who founded it with her husband Alain more than 50 years ago, it's those two things together, dance and life, that one can grow as a dancer and become more the human beings that we're supposed to be. In a sort of old-fashioned terminology, it's sort of personal development, but it feels much bigger than that. It feels much more organic.
Yes.
Something that happens inside you. Yes. It's hard to explain.
Hard to explain, only dancing. And when you mentioned Patricia Woodwall, she was my teacher in 2007.
Yes.
And today we are talking about Chantraine Dance, and in memoriam of Patricia, she was my teacher. When she went to the classroom, it was like a sunshine.
Absolutely.
She was so special, at the same time so sweet, so peaceful. So today we are talking about Patricia too, in some way.
We are. That's right. Without her, I wouldn't be teaching or dancing Chantraine. I would be a different person. It's a huge debt of gratitude that I owe to her for her faithfulness to the Chantraine approach. Extraordinary. She was a great pioneer.
Yes.
Yes.
So we can move ahead.
Yes.
Can you tell us about Chantraine Dance? About the magical couple who started this magical dance and everything for us, because I remember Chantraine Dance and I can compare with freedom, like a bird flying. So can you tell us about Chantraine Dance?
Françoise Chantraine says her mother told her she was dancing before she could walk. She would be dancing in her cot as a baby. And so she danced all her life, but she was also a very accomplished musician. She won prizes for playing the violin. When she was about 20, she met her husband-to-be. He was playing the piano. They were on holiday. They didn't know each other. They were on holiday in the same hotel. He was playing the piano because he was a great pianist. And she came and danced. And then she turned around and saw this young man playing. And they started talking. And then they discovered they were near neighbours in Paris. And so from then on, they grew to know each other better and better and got married. And it was him who said, "Your dancing is wonderful. It gives great joy to people. It's so expressive. It gives joy, but it also gives a depth of understanding of human life." And he said, "It's not enough that you dance. We must find ways of other people to dance like this." So he was the one who said, "Let us found a school." And that was in 1957. And since then, they went on experimenting, researching, teaching in different countries, dancing, performing. And gradually it became an international school with teachers in England, in the UK, and in France. At one time, we also had a teacher in Switzerland and another in Belgium. So it is, at the moment, very much based in Europe. But it's universal, I think. It's for everybody. Françoise Chantraine is still alive and still dancing in her wheelchair because she can no longer move properly. And she does no longer direct the school. In extraordinary generosity, she's been generous all her life. She has handed the direction, the responsibility for the school in France to a younger person who is better able to do all the things that need to be done, because she's now in her 80s. And she has said, "It is your turn now." Together, the teachers will take responsibility for the school. And that's an extraordinary thing for a great artist to do, to say. It's very unusual, I think, to say, "This is now for you to take care of. I trust you." It's amazing. Quite amazing.
It's like a tree given the seed to continue. It's wonderful. It's beautiful.
It is. It is.
Generous.
It has deep roots, and we are very connected to one another. It's one of the things about dance most forms of dance, I think, maybe not all, but dancing with another person, breathing beside them, creates friendship and understanding. And there is great trust between us. Even if we don't agree, we still trust one another. It's like friends. Yes.
There is a link and there is a lot of respect. So dance is beyond everything. It's beyond your political ideas on everything, because you have the art link.
Exactly. It's beyond religion. It's even beyond different ages. You know, a 70-year-old can dance with a 4-year-old and they are equal because of the respect and friendship that Chantraine Dance creates. Yes.
I have a class with you online.
Yes.
And I remember that you started the class and then you put people in different meeting rooms.
Yes.
And these people together in a group, they build the movement. And it was I was so surprised. They were studying the movement of the hand at that time. How does it work? What's the goal? Because I can understand the goal, but for everybody to understand the way that follows Chantraine Dance.
Yes. It's, if you look at Chantraine from outside as a spectator, I think you see beautiful dance, sort of contemporary dance that includes classical and folk and jazz and so on. But you also often see something different, which is a presence, that the people who dance are open and present. Their faces are part of the dance. That's not to say that we're frowning and smiling all the time, but it's an openness in the expression and in the movement. If you feel it from inside, you find that every class is a balanced experience, all the different parts of life, reflection, energy, technique, how to do things, how to create, and how to dance together. And given all those things, it brings people together so that they can dare. They dare to create together. They dare to dance for the public, even if they've never danced in their lives before on a stage. Adults can dance with the public. And children, 4-year-olds, who feel a fear of performing just as adults do, it's because they're dancing with their friends, they go onto the stage and smile and do their dances together. Do you know, we're not just about performing, of course. The more important thing is the sense that dance is for everyone and everyone is respected, whatever their age or skill or how high their leg goes or anything else. But it is a dance for everyone and an art form that everyone can engage with.
From inside to outside. So the dance, it comes from inside to outside. So the smile and the perception of the face is a result, it's not a goal. It's the result of the feeling, to be present at that moment, I think.
Yes, I think you understand Chantraine beautifully.
I love Chantraine.
Yes, exactly so. It comes from inside. Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful that now we have the honor of seeing Mrs. Kate Green showing us one movement of Chantraine Dance.
Thank you. I was just standing simply. I could do this sitting down. We call this a great breath, a grande respiration. So it is just a breath which expands us. We go down to the earth and we travel, carrying everything from the earth and let it go into the sky and down again. It expresses the Chantraine generosity that we gather, but we also give back. And it demonstrates also how important breathing is in the dance of expression. That if you move with the breath, it is organic, it's real, it's the whole person. Whereas if I just do that, I'm just waving my arms about. But breath changes everything. So that's a great breath. And 4-year-olds can do it, and people can do it sitting in wheelchairs. So
That's
for everybody.
Thank you so much. And now we would like to know the social network, social media, so people can go to, can follow, and can see more videos.
Absolutely. Our website has videos and lots of photographs and more information. That is chantrainedance.com. Okay, and there is also the French website, if any of your viewers speak French or have French friends they want to share it with, and that is Chantraine Dance, which is DANSE, because the French spell dance differently from us, chantrainedance.com. So there are 2 websites with lots of information about Chantraine. There is also some Facebook pages. If you put Chantraine Dance into Facebook, you'll find me, you'll find my colleague in Amersham, you'll find lots of the French Chantraine teachers as well. So that's our main presence online. We're not very good at Instagram, but we're very busy teaching and dancing, I think. So one day we'll get onto Instagram and all the rest of it. But the information is all there. And there is also a book, I should have got it ready, but I forgot to, about Françoise Chantraine, a series of interviews with her called The Dance of Life, or La Danse de la Vie, in English and also in French. And there is a little book for children, Tell Me About Chantraine Dance. And the information about both of those is on our website. So there's a lot of information around. And of course, we also do classes in person and for adults, blended classes. So people can join online. Although I know that the time difference with Brazil is very inconvenient.
Yes, that is the online classes. And sometimes the person doesn't know the language, but the dance says more about what we are doing, dancing, than the language. So people can go. And you told me sometimes to start they can have their camera off and then they put on. So
Yes.
this is the invitation to meet Chantraine Dance with Kate Green. So you have the social media, you have Kate Green here giving. This is our honor to talk all the gratitude from the bottom of my heart.
No,
for having
I'm grateful.
I'm your fan. And so
thank you.
Thank
you. Thank you for being a wonderful ambassador for Chantraine Dance.
Oh,
really. Thank you.
And we would like to dedicate this program to Patricia Woodwall in memoriam. And
yes.
let's spread the seed of Chantraine Dance in Brazil, yes. Latin America, and every place in the world, because with Chantraine Dance you have more expression and you have more love and peace. So we need peace and love right now.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. It's lovely to see you again.
It was my pleasure, my honor. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Jenny. Bye-bye.